He who has a why to live for can bear almost any how. That which does not kill us makes us stronger. Without music, life would be a mistake. It is not a lack of love, but a lack of friendship that makes unhappy marriages. The individual has always had to struggle to keep from being overwhelmed by the tribe. If you try it, you will be lonely often and sometimes frightened, but no price is too high to pay for the privilege of owning yourself. There are no facts, only interpretations. We love life not because we are used to living, but because we are used to loving. You have your way. I have my way. As for the right way, the correct way, and the only way, it does not exist. In heaven, all the interesting people are missing. Blessed are the forgetful, for they get the better even of their blunders. I'm not upset that you lied to me. I'm upset that from now on I can't believe you. There are horrible people who, instead of solving a problem, tangle it up and make it harder to solve for anyone who wants to deal with it. Whoever does not know how to hit the nail on the head should be asked not to hit it at all. The higher we soar, the smaller we appear to those who cannot fly. Whoever fights monsters should see to it that in the process he does not become a monster, and if you gaze long enough into an abyss, the abyss will gaze back into you. All truly great thoughts are conceived by walking. Man is something that shall be overcome. Man is a rope, tied between beast and overman, a rope over an abyss. You must have chaos within you to give birth to a dancing star. In every real man, a child is hidden that wants to play. Morality is just a fiction used by the herd of inferior human beings to hold back the few superior men. Madness is rare in individuals, but in groups, parties, nations, and ages, it is the rule. And those who were seen dancing were thought to be insane by those who could not hear the music. God is dead. God remains dead, and we have killed him. There are no eternal facts, as there are no absolute truths. A casual stroll through the lunatic asylum shows that faith does not prove anything. Convictions are more dangerous enemies of truth than lies. Hope in reality is the worst of all evils because it prolongs the torments of man. Judgments, value judgments concerning life, for or against, can in the last resort never be true. They possess value only as symptoms. They come into consideration only as symptoms. In themselves, such judgments are stupidities. In truth, there was only one Christian and he died on the cross. Idleness is the parent of psychology. There are no beautiful surfaces without a terrible depth. In large states, public education will always be mediocre, for the same reason that in large kitchens the cooking is usually bad. A subject for a great poet would be God's boredom after the seventh day of creation. Undeserved praise causes more pangs of conscience later than undeserved blame, but probably only for this reason, that our power of judgment are more completely exposed by being overpraised than by being unjustly underestimated. Some are made modest by great praise, others insolent. Many are stubborn in pursuit of the path they have chosen, few in pursuit of the goal. Arrogance on the part of the meritorious is even more offensive to us than the arrogance of those without merit, for merit itself is offensive. All credibility, all good conscience, all evidence of truth come only from the senses. Talking much about oneself can also be a means to conceal oneself. For art to exist, for any sort of aesthetic activity to exist, a certain physiological precondition is indispensable: intoxication. I cannot believe in a God who wants to be praised all the time. Is man one of God's blunders, or is God one of man's blunders? To live is to suffer. To survive is to find some meaning in the suffering. Faith, not wanting to know what is true. There is not enough love and goodness in the world to permit giving any of it away to imaginary beings. The surest way to corrupt a youth is to instruct him to hold in higher esteem those who think alike than those who think differently. It is impossible to suffer without making someone pay for it. Every complaint already contains revenge. In individuals, insanity is rare, but in groups, parties, nations, and epochs, it is the rule. I am a forest and a night of dark trees, but he who is not afraid of my darkness will find banks full of roses under my cypresses. When we are tired, we are attacked by ideas we conquered long ago.